Hello and welcome back to Schlegel Bricks. My name is Clay. Thank you for tuning in to another stadium update video. Got an exciting one today. Very exciting. An update that we've been looking forward to for a while, promising for a while, teasing for a while. Finally putting lights on this stadium, you know, so that I can finally host those primetime night games, right? It's exciting. It's exciting. I haven't done it yet, obviously. I never do things before I film here, so we're going to be seeing it for the first time together. We're going to be experiencing this together, and I'm excited. I hope you are too. Before we do that, though, there are some smaller progress updates we're going to cover first. It won't take too long. I recommend sticking it out. Don't jump ahead. I mean, you can. I can't stop you from jumping ahead, but it's not going to take too long. We're going to cover those first, and then, you know, build up for the big payoff, which is going to be the lights. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. All right, so in the last update video, I mentioned how this wall here that's unfinished, as you can see, would get eventually connected to be kind of the exterior wall for this upper grandstand here. So what we're going to do now is actually kind of make that connection and get that started. As you can see, pretty simple stuff. This will obviously be built up on here to kind of cover up the edge of the stand, similar to how it will be built up over on the other side here. I still have to order some pieces for that because I want to do some kind of inverted slopes to kind of match the angle of the stands there. So I'm going to wait to build that up until I get those parts ordered. Next up on the progress update, we move to the scoreboard, which, as you can see here, does not have a top on it, but that is something I've been working on. And here you see what I have so far. It's just a section that's going to be able to just rest on top of the scoreboard like so, and it's just pretty simple design using some brackets, essentially. I was blanking on the name. Some snot brackets to kind of, you know, get the studs on the side here. And if I just put this last panel on, it's hard to do this with one hand. Sorry about this. But yeah, this is kind of what it fully looks like once I actually focus in on this. There we go. So yeah, it'll just basically slide right into place, as you will see in just a moment. From closer in here, you'll notice how it kind of just slides right into this open slot, and this will be built up here. Obviously the whole scoreboard needs to be tiled and stuff, but there won't be kind of this gap back here. We'll fill that in. I'm thinking about doing some, like, maybe some spires on the top of the scoreboard. I think that would probably look pretty cool. But yeah, it's just something that kind of comes off, slots back in. Much easier with two hands, but simple as that. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Just kidding. But for real, that is it for the smaller progress updates. Told you it wouldn't take too long. So now it's time for why we all are here for this video. We are here for the lights. But to be able to put the lights on the stadium, first we need to remove the roof pieces, just the top pieces, not the whole structure, just the top. Easy peasy. But we gotta remove those because it's gonna be a lot easier to put the lights into place with them removed. All right, so the roof is off, as you can see. I have it laying right down there. Gotta be careful because we're gonna be putting the lights on the underside of the roof, which means I have it inverted, you know, flipped over. So For this cable here, which is on the left side, because this is inverted down here, I gotta remember, I gotta put it over on the right side here to be able to connect to it. And then the lights will be on this side. So what we have to work with here for lighting is some components from Light My Bricks. I used them for the early lighting that we did on the stadium, those kind of pillars that we did. So I just wanted to keep everything the same. Since I've done those pillar lights, Light My Bricks actually has like a 2.0 component set, which look really nice to use, but I'm using the 1.0, so I'm just sticking with the 1.0 components right now, just to keep everything the same. Hopefully it all works out, but basically what we got is some white strip lights. Those are going to be the actual lights that we're using. We got some of these connecting cables, 30 centimeters, to connect all the lights together. And then we have a couple of expansion board ports just to kind of help, especially for the connection to this guy. So those are the components that we're going to be using. Let's put it all together. Just an FYI here, these LED strip lights, they have a backing on them here that you can remove, and it's, you know, a sticky back. So you can just basically attach them to a Lego part. So these fit 1x6 plates perfectly. So that's how I'm fitting them on, and it makes it really easy. So I can just attach this, you know, 1x6 plate to the underside of the roof, and if I need to remove it for whatever reason, it's super simple to remove. But yeah, so that's kind of how those are put together. All right, so I've got these lights all wired up together, just in one straight line here. I've got the connecting kind of port there, expansion port, that this, once we actually attach all of this to the underside of the roof in their correct spots, we'll have to disconnect this here and put that over there. Just reminder of the invertedness of this whole thing. But for testing, we needed to hook it up. So it's hooked up right now, and this wire leads down here, leads into this little battery storage area, which is where this little power bank is going to be. But moment of truth is here. Just going to turn this on and we'll see if those lights turn on, see if it all works. Once I press the button, there we go. Look at that, lights, they work, huzzah. All right, so I've gone ahead and attached the lights, those, you know, 1x6 plates, attached them to the roof here, underside of the roof. 3 lights in total. Actually, each light has 2 LEDs, so I guess 6 lights in total. It's gonna be hard to see here because it's black wire on a black background, but if you can see it, the wire goes from this light, is threaded underneath this 2x plate, which will prevent the wire from hanging down. That goes to this guy, other side, wire threads through there, goes to this guy, then the final wire comes down, threads through there, and then attaches to this 2-way expansion port, which is what will then be used to connect to this guy where the power will be coming from. So that's it. That's the whole setup. That's how the lights are attached to the underside of the roof. I'm gonna go do the other roof, and then we'll put these roof pieces back on and, well, let there be light then. All right, so I've put the roof on, as you can see, both sides. I've got power banks set up, ready to go. Everything's connected. I will say, connecting the cable from the roof to the cable, the power cable coming up, it's a little annoying because you kind of have to tuck in under there, and it's small wires, and these adult hands are not made for those small wires. But it's all right, it's not that big of a deal. I do have to remember, if I ever want to take this roof off, like when I disconnect everything to transport it to Brick World Chicago, I gotta disconnect that connection point there first, and then I can take the roof off. Otherwise, it's gonna be bad news bears. Anyways, I'm going to end this video a little bit differently. Usually I say words at the very end of the video. I'm going to say those ending words now and then leave the end of the video here, the rest of the video, for the light show. Thank you so much for watching this episode of me, making progress on this stadium. Thank you so much for tagging along as I've put out these updates over a couple of years now. If you've been here the entire time, I hope you've enjoyed this process as much as I have. We're not done yet, obviously. We still have some detail work to go, but the lights are kind of like the last big feature, right? So this is kind of a huge milestone. Yeah, thanks for tagging along. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, keep on building, and enjoy.